Parentheses.
Parentheses. IDK, it's just ... Well, you know how they say, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you? End parentheses.
LOL, yeah. Begin parentheses. LOL, yeah. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Sometimes I think I would. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. No way, I can't see it. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Ha! This is why I like talking to you. You have no idea what I'm like IRL. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. IRL. End parentheses.
Parentheses. In real life. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Are you that diff? End parentheses.
Parentheses. Well, no. I mean, I don't know. It's just ... I feel like I can be myself around you. Not always feeling like I'm acting. Worried what people think about me. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Ah, I see. End parentheses.
Parentheses. It's like everyone thinks I'm this other guy, you know, and I can never be myself because they would think I'm a total freak. End parentheses.
Semicolon? Semicolon? Strange, I thought as I typed in the Japanese emoticon for tears. He seemed so confident, so cool. Was that only because his role of knight in shining armor in the game allowed him to act that way? Was he completely different in real life? I guess it wasn't that shocking. After all, he probably had the totally wrong idea about me as well. Probably thought I was cool and popular and beautiful. I turned back to the conversation. Begin parentheses. Give me an example. End parentheses.
Parentheses. An example. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. You know, like when you're forced to act unlike yourself. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Oh, ... IDK. End parentheses.
Dot.
Parentheses. Parentheses. KK. Like, I can't tell people I'm into ... certain things. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Certain things. Like what? End parentheses.
Sir Leo shrugs.
Begin parentheses. Come on. Michael Jackson CDs? Do you have a leg warmer fetish? End parentheses.
Parentheses. LOL shift 1, no shift 1. End parentheses.
Okay, the way we begin parentheses. So, what is this horrible, terrible, crazy thing that you like that you won't even tell your BFFs? End parentheses.
Parentheses. ZOMG, you're so pushy today. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. He. Yep. End parentheses. Alora pushes Sir Leo playfully.
Parentheses. LOL. KK. Fine. But now you're going to think I'm a total geek too. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Dot. Well, I guess it's just a risk you're going to have to take. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Fine. I like ... comic books. End parentheses.
Alora raises an eyebrow.
Sir Leo blushes.
Begin parentheses. Comic books? Your deep dark secret is ... comic books? End parentheses.
Parentheses. Yeah, stupid, huh? End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. No bodies buried in the basement. No undying crush on Rosie O'Donnell. End parentheses.
Parentheses. just comic books, but I'm really into them. I mean, obsessively so. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. How obsessive is obsessively so? I mean, do you go to Comic Cons? Have you seen 300 more than 300 times? Do you have Superman Volume 1? End parentheses.
Parentheses. LOL. Yes, maybe, and I wish. In that order, sadly. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. So you're a geek? End parentheses.
Parentheses. I guess. End parentheses.
I suddenly realized I was grinning from ear to ear. He was a geek, a real geek, just like me. How cool was that? Begin parentheses. Do you like manga or just American comics? End parentheses. Begin parentheses. Do you like manga or just American comics? End parentheses.
Parentheses. American. Marvel stuff, mostly. I don't really know too much about manga. Why? Do you like it? End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Oh yeah, I love it. You should definitely give it a try. End parentheses.
Parentheses. KK, maybe I will. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. There are a lot of great ones out there. I can recommend some if you want. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Yeah, that'd be cool. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. No problem. I'll draw you up a list for the next time we play. End parentheses.
Parentheses. So, you don't think I'm totally lame then? End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Are you kidding? I think it's way cool. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Though I haven't told you about my Spider-Man Underoos collection. ... End parentheses.
Alora stares. Alora stares.
Parentheses. Just kidding. Parentheses. Just kidding. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Phew. End parentheses.
Parentheses. They, don't make my size. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. He, end parentheses.
Parentheses. He. End parentheses.
He indeed. He was so funny and sweet. How could he possibly believe that people wouldn't like him for who he really was? Then again, no one liked me for who I was, so maybe he was onto something there. Still, it seemed a terrible way to live your life. To be forced to hide this fascinating, funny, cool person who had a real passion for something special and instead go around acting like a no-personality sheep just to keep your friends list intact. Skipping Comic Cons to go to football games. Sneaking comics under Sports Illustrated. It was sad, really. Begin parentheses. I bet your friends don't know you play video games either. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Yeah, no way. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. And if you told them, they'd make fun of you and call you a loser. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Basically. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Wow, cool friends. I wish I had me some of those. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Yeah, well, it's not that easy. Once you're in a crowd. ... End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. But what's the sense of having friends who don't respect who you really are? Real friends, even if they don't like the things you do, still respect the fact that you do them. End parentheses.
Parentheses. Sigh. I know you're right. End parentheses.
Begin parentheses. Of course, I'm always right, remember? End parentheses.
Parentheses. LOL, you know, I'm really glad I met you, Alora. You're not like any of my real-life friends. You're special. End parentheses.
Alora blushes. Begin parentheses. Special needs, right? End parentheses.